Hi Gemini singles and couples. This is your love reading from the 20th through the 31st. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for you guys in love for the next 2 weeks, or I guess week and a half. The way I'm going to do this is I'll do couples halfway through, so I'll make sure to timestamp it. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Sun, Moon, and Rising single Geminis. Angels, please go ahead and tune me into my single Geminis. Thank you guys so much for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. It means so much to me, so I always have to say thank you guys for that. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for single Geminis for the next 2 weeks. So we've got religious factors, children, and getting to know each other. So for some of you, I do feel as though some of my Geminis here are looking for somebody who they resonate with on the same level, as in they want children. I see this as being something really big for some of you Geminis, where you're like, look, the next relationship I get in, we've got to want the same thing when it comes to children. We've got to want the same things when it comes to, religious factors, spiritual beliefs, goals, all of these things, right? The future. You want someone who you're going to have a very similar future with. And I think that you are starting to lean more one way than the other, and it's almost like you're more sure about what you want in the future. Some of you may have always been sure, but I do feel as though a lot of you are kind of growing into this confidence of what you want moving forward. With the getting to know each other card, I do feel as though there may be some serious heart-to-hearts with somebody that maybe you've been talking to. And if you're completely single, then I feel as though you will be getting to know someone in the next 2 weeks and kind of, prying their mind to see, like, how they feel about this, that, and the other when it comes to the future, So let's check out the getting to know each other. One other thing that I pick up here, with the religious factors, some of you may feel as though there's someone that you are spiritually connected to, but you are not necessarily in contact with them, okay? So we'll get back to this, but let's check out getting to know each other. For some of you, this is kind of a wish come true. So for some of you, you may have been waiting to get to know this person, or you've been waiting to kind of make your move or get to know this person. And with the Star card here, it's almost like it finally begins to happen. With the Star card there, this could definitely be an Aquarius. But with the Justice there, next to the Star, there's something that's like, it's almost like a catch-22 when it comes to this person, right? Because we see the Justice is reversed and we see the Star. So there's almost something that's like a little bit unfair about this getting to know each other. For some of you, this could have to do with, you start to get to know somebody in the next 2 weeks, and you've been kind of idolizing them for a while, you've kind of been, I feel, even at a distance from them. Maybe you've only been looking at them through social media, or I just kind of feel there's been some distance. And it's almost like you've been idolizing this person from afar. You've been wanting to get to know them better. And finally you do. Finally you get an opportunity in the next 2 weeks to focus on what the both of you have, The opportunity is given. So some of you are definitely going to be getting closer to somebody and kind of, figuring out like what bonds you to this person, what is drawing you to this person. The Ace of Wands, I definitely see here that, you feel definitely attracted to them, and I even kind of feel like there's this energy of wanting to passionately reach out to them, or kind of get intimate, or at least a little bit hot and heavy with them. The Ace of Wands is definitely an energy that's like, I feel a little bit flustered by you, and so I do feel as though they want to lean into that as well. With the Justice card reversed, I do feel, it could be Libra as well. But what I see here with the Justice reversed and the Two of Pentacles is that somebody may not be giving in to you, or you may not be giving in to that person. So it could be vice versa. So But yeah, with the Two of Pentacles, it's almost like somebody is, you know, unsure of if this is what they should do. Because for some of my single Geminis, like I look at this and I kind of feel as though this person that you've liked from afar, you finally get to hang out with them, or you finally get to, you know, get closer to them. And then what's kind of interesting is that, you know, with the Justice reversed, you may feel as though, for some of you, you may feel as though, man, how is this fair? They have like so many great things that I like about them, but then when it comes to religious factors or children, maybe you guys are not on the same page. With the King of Swords, I see you not wanting to budge when it comes to what you want moving forward. So it's kind of like, you know, it's almost like you kind of get that person you've always wanted. But then when you get to know them, they're not exactly what you need, you know? Like, you know what you need moving forward, and they're not exactly that. So yeah, with the Strength card and the children, I feel some of my Geminis are very strong about, you know, I want children in the future, and I'm not budging on that. And then for some of you, you could already have children, and so there may be some kind of like, not tension, but there's, you know, some issues around that. And then of course for some of you, you may be trying to date somebody who has children, and it's kind of stirring things up. So let's see what's going on. The Eight of Cups and the Ace of Swords reversed. And then we have Five of Pentacles at the bottom. So when I'm looking at this children card, I do feel, now this is going to be more of a different energy than this. For some of you, I feel as though with this children energy, you know, you may be meeting somebody this month, or you may be talking to someone who has children. And with this Eight of Cups and the Strength card here, I really see this energy of where you're like not being completely honest about how you feel about the situation. With the Eight of Cups, I almost kind of feel like you want to walk away from this person, maybe because you're not ready for that. I know, we're getting different energies here, so this Gemini over here was ready for kids. This Gemini here may not be, you know. I'm just picking up what I feel. And with this Eight of Cups, I just kind of see, you know, I kind of see you perhaps if you have been talking to somebody and they have children, I kind of see some of you walking away at this time because you feel a little bit ignored. You feel a little bit like you want a lot of attention. Not to sound like bad, like, oh my God, you know, you want a bunch of attention. But, you know, like when you're starting off a relationship, you kind of, like, some of you kind of want the focus to be all on yourselves. And then, of course, you know, you may start to date someone and they just, you know, you just don't feel like they're fit to be around your kids. So there's just a strong element here of children. Pretty much this whole reading now is just turned into children, right? So it's really only going to resonate with a few of you guys. But it is a huge center focus here for the next 2 weeks. Angels, please show what else do you see about this situation with the children. We've got the Empress, so again, we've got more children energy here. The Empress is, you know, the beautiful mother. She is the caregiver. She is loving. She is divine femininity. She, you know, with the Empress here, she's pregnant as well. So we're back to the children thing. Page of Swords and the Four of Swords. And so, you know, for some of you, with this Empress card being so strong, another thing I pick up on here is that some of you, I feel, you know, you're really waiting for the right person to have children with. Because one thing that I get right now is that, you know, you always hear that saying, like, you want to date to marry, not date to date. And so for some of you, I feel like there's a focus of like, you know, I want kids, you know, I want a son or I want a daughter. And I just kind of feel like the way you're envisioning or you're looking at the potential lovers in your life, you're looking at them like, you know, can I see this person being the father of my kids? Can I see this person being the mother of my kids? I see you kind of looking from that lens. And so I just feel like with that combined with the religious factors, the next 2 weeks you may be really kind of musing on what type of person you're looking for. Because with this energy, I don't get too much of like clinging to somebody at this time. I see you kind of like going, you know, I know what I need, I know what I want. Maybe you've been thinking about this in the last few weeks and you're kind of coming to more of a conclusion or a sharper focus as to what you want, which will definitely help you zero in on who's right for you and who's not right for you, you know? Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed your message. If you did, go ahead, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, or share. If you would like a personal reading, the link is going to be down below. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's check out coupled Geminis for the next 2 weeks. Angels, please show coupled Gemini energy for the next 2 weeks. From the 20th of March to the 31st. Okay, so we've got some interesting energies here. We've got new love, engagement, and letting your friends help you. Some of you are going to be really torn between a decision. I feel some of you could be engaged at this time, and you may decide to break off the engagement. Not to start the reading off on a bad foot, but I just kind of feel like some of you are coming to a conclusion where you perhaps are not quite sure how much you want to settle down with the person you're actually with. You may have kind of gone through a whirlwind of feelings in the past few weeks that have made you realize that, you know, yeah, it's time for a change. Because look at this. See, guys, I'm not just saying this stuff. Like, I know that I started off, like, kind of harsh, right? But I'm not just saying it because look at this. We've got Wheel of Fortune. There's time for a change, but also a very fated change. Something that feels almost destined, that probably is inevitable, to be honest. What comes after is the Two of Cups reversed. So even though we could look at the engagement card and be like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful and exciting, I already immediately felt that something was off. So with the Two of Cups here in the Wheel of Fortune, I do feel as though some of you are going through a life-changing circumstances. And one thing that I feel as though it just makes it feel so destined is because this Wheel of Fortune, if you look at this Wheel of Fortune, doesn't it look like the zodiac, you know, the zodiac circle? It shows resemblance. And if you know, like, we are at the end of the zodiac cycle. We finished up Pisces. We're entering Aries. So like literally the cycle is over and a new cycle is beginning on a very fated, destined type of way. So it doesn't really shock me that this could be happening to you at this time. But I do feel that as like crazy as it is to say embrace it, for some of you embrace the crazy change because, you know, getting married to someone is a huge deal. And if you are just engaged, you may have realized something about your partner that could have really saved you, you know, could really save you down the line. So, let's see. Yeah, look at that. 5 of Swords. The 10 of Wands. I feel for a lot of you, this has been, and see, this is not for my happy Geminis. So, you know, so if you are happy, don't worry about this. This is for those who have been struggling. The message here, you know, it's definitely about the struggle that you've been through with this person, because this has been ongoing. This isn't like something where it's like, oh, you know, I just wake up and I feel like this. No, this is something that's been definitely ongoing for some time, and maybe, you know, for a while you've even felt like you've been just keeping up a facade. With the 5 of Swords, your partner may have been very selfish. Your partner may have been very sneaky as well with the 5 of Swords. But I just kind of feel this feeling where you feel like you've been robbed multiple times on different levels. Of course, this could be vice versa. So I do have to put that out there. With the 8 of Swords reversed, I do feel as though, you know, for a long time you've been feeling trapped. You've been feeling like, how do I get out of this situation? Should I get out of this situation? I've invested so much time and energy. And you know, and in a way, maybe you feel a little bit selfish breaking this off. But I feel as though something has come to you where you've realized that this is not your forever person. This is very clear with the Two of Cups reversed. So I really feel this energy of freeing yourself. You know, I see you freeing yourself from this. Let's see. Wow. This is crazy energy, guys. Nine of Swords and the King of Pentacles. This could be with Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And you may have found them to be very controlling, very stubborn. And it's just been a difficult situation for you. Nine of Swords. Okay, for some of you, you know, if you really don't want to leave behind this situation, you do have the option here. Let your friends help you. They will help you. They will support you through the situation until things kind of clear up. But for some of you, I feel like it's not even a question. Like, it's time for a change. So if you're going through that, my heart is with you. That's not an easy thing to go through. But you know, if that resonated, then that was definitely for you. So let's go ahead and let's check out the new love energy, because, doing couples read and then getting new love, right? So let's check that out. For some of you, you could be with a fire sign or interested in a fire sign. But yeah, wow. Gemini, this is not for my happy couples. This is for those of you who are, you know, I don't know, at the end of the rope, basically. Because we look at this, there could be a fire sign involved, right? Knight of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But also with this energy, it's almost like fire is being breathed into the air. Life is being breathed into the air, basically. But as I said, there could be a fire sign involved. But what I see here is definitely this energy of you seeing new love here. And with the Three of Wands, looking towards the future. Where is this going to take me? How far am I going to venture away from the situation that I'm already in? With the Three of Wands, definitely we see three party with the three, and then again with this three as well. Definitely a third party situation. Of course, this could be someone who's already in your life, or this could be someone who, you know, is a hypothetical person, but you are just like, look, I need new love. This love is not the real deal. Actually, this person maybe is manipulative. You know, Five of Swords. Maybe this person controls me. King of Pentacles. I see you clearing that away, though. I see for some of you with the new love, definitely new love, the Fool card. So new beginnings, new chapters. We're starting off at ground zero again. Definitely new energy. And then what we see here is the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands reversed. So definitely I see here, you know, this is the marriage, this is the couple energy, this is the family, and they're both reversed. It's almost like you are, you know, you're just throwing it, not that you're throwing it away, but you are definitely going from, a lot of you I feel are going from being in a commitment that wasn't serving you any, that lacked stability, lacked passion, lacked love perhaps, into new energy. You're going to be shifting into new energy. With this 10 here, 10s are endings, completions, and then look at the 0. So it's like you're going from like, you know, in a bad relationship to a new, brand new, fun, go lucky type of relationship. So definitely, you know, if you've been in something toxic, don't be afraid to walk away, because there's going to be some fun on the other side, okay? Of course, if you're in a happy relationship, I'm not condoling anything or saying go do this. But for those who have been feeling very depressed, very trapped, very stuck, it's time to let go of something that perhaps should have been let go of for a long time, you know? Yeah, so when you feel alone and when you feel down, don't forget to call upon your friends, your family, your angels, your guides. You're not alone. All right, guys? So this may have really just hit home to 1 or 2 people, but you know what? I think that this message needed to come out. If this didn't resonate with you, that's okay. You can check out your moon or rising or Venus if this is your sun sign. And if you would like a personal reading, the link is going to be down below, and I would love to read for you, okay? So take care, everybody, and I will see you for April. Bye, guys, and happy spring equinox.